You updated on that one as it progresses. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Again, it's Elliott. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. The give is to Elliott. And an alley to run. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Bailey now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They go to Johnson again. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. To throw on third down. Maxwell. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. David Irving with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. A handoff left, Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down, Prescott. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on first down. And Bryant has got it. Touchdown, Cowboys.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And some room to roam now. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he takes it all the way, but there is laundry on the field. A flag is down. And I think this one's coming back.
I agree.
Johnson trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Anthony Hitchens in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. David Irving in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pulled in at the 24. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Prescott now on second down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. The Jets have scored again, so they open up a 2-touchdown advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Let's go!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Two minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go! What?
They try the left side with Johnson. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Come on, let's go!
Again, it's Johnson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go!
Operating from the gun, Maxwell. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Will put this one through, and they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. Certainly their offense has sputtered here a little bit in the first half as they finally do get on the board, but they only have 3.
Well, at least it eases the frustration a bit, doesn't it? To be able to get some points on the board, feel a little bit better about themselves as they go into the locker room and try and regroup.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38.
Throwing on first down. Maxwell. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Browns on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Back to throw. Maxwell, throw left side, complete. That's Coleman. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. He got 29 yards that time. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go.
On first down, Maxwell. And an alley to run. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Play fake. Maxwell. He rifles one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now Elliott. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They go to Elliott again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Prescott now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman. And it's second down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
I know our vantage point. Might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And out will come the offense as they take over. start the drive with Elliott. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Second down following the run. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Throwing to start the drive. Maxwell. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Charles Tapper in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Looking to throw on second down. Maxwell. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing on third and long. Maxwell. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. No gain on the play there. Second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Prescott from the gun. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 15. A great return there of 22 yards. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Should their woes on offense continue, that's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Prescott now from the 50. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it in second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Again to Elliott. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Let's go! Ohio! Let's go!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And a long way to go for the offense here on second down.
Come on, let's go!
From the gun, Maxwell. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Maxwell. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run with Elliott. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone to the chalk of the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and He gets those shoulders right, that pass will go from incomplete to complete.
The Cowboys on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. Directly over it. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Now Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And now running right through it. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
On 1st and 10, Maxwell throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gordon. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
To throw on 2nd down, Maxwell. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Browns on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90. Ohio. Ohio. Check. Flex round.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
This is Elliott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. A second down throw for Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Browns getting set to go. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they wanted to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Screenplay, Johnson. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On third down, Crowell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Come on, let's go!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Elliott. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here in the red zone this time. Here's Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Bailey now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off Byron Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
A fourth quarter score from the Meadowlands. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. Operating from the gun, Maxwell. He'll rifle this one, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Defense showing blitz. They'll try the right side with Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Check.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Cowboys on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is third down and 12. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys
I'm a little
skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Get your notes laminated, because, you know, open air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years.